Namaskar students. In this video, we will take a problem based on the concept of orthogonal complement. The problem is, let W be a subspace of four-dimensional space R4 orthogonal to vectors U1 and U2. Here, we have to find the basis of the subspace W. See, here this subspace W of four-dimensional space R4 is orthogonal complement of set having two vectors U1 and U2. Let us discuss the definition of orthogonal complement first. Suppose we have the inner product space V and we have any subset, say S, within this inner product space V, and say S has R vectors of the form U1, U2, UR, then the orthogonal complement of S, say W is the orthogonal complement of this S, then W is denoted by this notation. This is the notation for the orthogonal complement. W is collection of such vectors, say V, of this inner product space, which is a set V, such that this vector V is orthogonal to all the vectors of this subset S. Means the inner product of this vector V of this orthogonal complement with all the vectors, with all the UIs of the subset S will be 0. Because if we are saying the vectors are orthogonal, it means their inner product is 0. And this is true for all I from 1 to R. So such collection of such vectors, such V's, forms the orthogonal complement of the subset S. And this orthogonal complement, this W, satisfies all the properties of the vector space. So this W is the subspace of this inner product space V. So we are talking here about the same W, and here the set S has two vectors. The subset S has two vectors, U1 and U2. So for finding the basis of the subspace W, what we will be doing here, firstly, we will be finding that what is the form of this subspace W, what will be the form of arbitrary vector of the subspace W. And after finding that arbitrary vector, we will be finding the basis of the subspace W. So here we have considered the set S. The set S has these two given vectors, U1 and U2. And then we have written here this subspace W, whose basis we have to find out. The subspace W is actually the orthogonal complement of this set S, which we have taken here. So we have written the same thing here. Now we have considered the arbitrary vector of the orthogonal complement of the subspace W. This subspace W is lying within the inner product space R4. So its arbitrary vector will be having four components. So we have taken this vector V, we have taken in this form having four components as X, Y, Z, W. And here it belongs to this subspace W. And now we are using here the definition of orthogonal complement. If this V is an arbitrary vector of this subspace W, then its inner product with all the vectors of the subset S will be 0. Means it will be orthogonal to U1, it will be orthogonal to the vector U2. So the same thing we are doing here. We are saying here that the inner product of this arbitrary vector V of the subspace W with the given two vectors U1 and U2 will be 0. Now we are evaluating the inner products with the standard inner product, the results which we have for the standard inner product in this 4-dimensional space are 4. So by evaluating the inner product, we have this sum as an inner product. If we see here this vector v, its first component is x. If we see this vector u1, its first vector is, its first component, not vector, its first component is 1. So the product will be x. Now, the second component of this vector v is y. The second component of this vector u1 is 1. So this product will be y. And similarly, now here we have 2, here we have z. The product will be 2z. So we have here 2z. And here we have 2, here we have w. This product will be 2w. And the sum will be giving us the inner product of these two vectors v and u1. And this inner product is 0. Similarly, we are finding here the inner product of this arbitrary vector v of subspace W with a given vector u2, this vector u2. And it will be in the form of this sum. And again, this inner product is 0 because here v is the arbitrary vector of orthogonal complement. So its inner product with both of these vectors u1 and u2 is 0. Now, for finding this arbitrary vector v of the subspace W, we need these x, y, z, and w. And these x, y, z, w, they can be obtained by solving this system, the system which is homogeneous system of linear equations. So for solving this homogeneous system of linear equations, we will be considering the coefficient matrix. And we have discussed it many times that if we are talking about the set of all solutions of homogeneous system of linear equations, then it forms a subspace. And here, that subspace is nothing. It is actually this W, this orthogonal complement W. And this is subspace of R4, 4-dimensional space R4. So here, we have considered a coefficient matrix. This is a coefficient matrix. What we do after considering the coefficient matrix, we reduce it to the echelon form, but here it is already in echelon form. The number of non-zero rows here are 2. So the rank of coefficient matrix is 2. Number of unknowns. Here the arbitrary vector v, which has this form, has 4 unknowns. These equations, these two equations, they are involving 4 unknowns, x, y, z, and w. So n is here 4 and r is here 2, rank is 2. So for solving this homogeneous system of linear equation, for finding this arbitrary vector v, which belongs to the subspace W, we have to assume n minus r, 4 minus 2, 2 free variables. Let us assume that z and w, these are the free variables, and we are assuming that they are free to take any value k1 and k2. After assuming 2 free variables, by back substitution in these two equations, we can find out y and we can find out x. So by considering z as k1, by considering y as k2, we can find y, and then by considering z, y, and w in this first equation, in involved homogeneous system of linear equation, we can find out x. So by considering this, we have y in this form and we have x in this form. So we have solved it by back substitution. And now we have x, y, z, w. We have the general solution. So this arbitrary vector v having these 4 components, x, y, z, w, this arbitrary vector v of w of orthogonal complement can be written in this form. Here we have put this x, which is minus 3 k2. We have put here this y, which is minus 2k1 plus k2. And this is z, which is the free variable, which is k1. And this 4th component w, which is again a free variable and which is k2. So what we have done, we have evaluated the orthogonal complement W. We have the arbitrary vector V of this subspace W with us. But what they're asking in the problem, they are asking for the basis of this subspace W. For finding the basis of W, since here this W is actually the subspace and that subspace is set of solutions of homogeneous system of linear equations. These two equations, they are giving us the homogeneous system of linear equations, and the collection of all solutions of this homogeneous system of linear equations is actually the subspace W, the subspace W, which is the orthogonal complement here. We know that if you have to find out the basis of subspace, which is the set of solutions of homogeneous system of linear equations, for that dimension is n minus r. And what is this n minus r? N minus r is the number of free variables which we assume while solving the homogeneous system of linear equations. So here also, for finding the basis of orthogonal complement, for finding the basis of subspace W, we will be finding n minus r solutions, we will be finding n minus r vectors. And since we are finding the basis, we will be finding n minus r independent vectors, or we can say that we will be finding n minus r independent solutions of involved homogeneous system of linear equations. So here we will be finding n minus r, which is 2 here in this particular case. We will be finding two independent vectors, two independent solutions of this homogeneous system of linear equations, and that will be forming the basis of subspace W, this orthogonal complement W. So here, by considering suitable values of K1 and K2, we will be finding two independent solutions, two independent vectors from this subspace W, and that will be forming the basis of this subspace W. So we are considering here K1 as 0 and K2 as 1. And if we put here in this arbitrary vector V as K1 as 0 and K2 as 1, we will be getting a vector. We have named that vector as W1, and it will be having this form. Now, we are considering here K1 as 1 and K2 as 0. We can consider another set of values also, but consider such set of values which give the new vector independent to the vector which we have obtained earlier, because we have to construct a set of n minus r independent vectors which can act as basis for the orthogonal complement for the subspace W here. So we have this W2 with us with this set of values, and this B having these two vectors W1 and W2, these are the vectors which satisfy the homogeneous system of linear equation. Means these are the vectors which are lying within this W, and this W is the subspace of R4. And what is this B? B is the two vectors within this W. From where we have obtained this W1 and W2? We have obtained this W1 and W2 from this arbitrary vector V. And this is the arbitrary vector V of this subspace W. So this set of two vectors, n minus r, independent vectors, will form the basis of the orthogonal complement W. So in this way, we can find out the basis of orthogonal complement here. The orthogonal complement is W. And this problem of finding the basis of orthogonal complement is similar as we have evaluated the basis of kernel, because when we were finding the basis of kernel, then also when we were finding the arbitrary vector of kernel, then also we have the system of homogeneous system of linear equations. And here also, when we are finding the orthogonal complement, we have the homogeneous system of linear equations. See here, these two equations, they are giving us a homogeneous system of linear equations. So the same thing when we have done, when we were finding the basis of kernel, we have done the same thing. We have considered the arbitrary vector of the kernel. And by considering the arbitrary vector of kernel, by using the definition of the kernel, what we were getting in that case, we were getting the homogeneous system of linear equations. And the way we find the basis of vector space, which is actually here, the solution, all solutions of homogeneous system of linear equations, the same way we will be doing here, we will be finding here the basis of orthogonal complement. In the same manner, we find the eigenbasis, because when we find out the eigenvectors, then also the homogeneous system of linear equations are involved. So eigenspace is also the set of all solutions of homogeneous system of linear equation of such form a minus lambda I x equal to 0. So that is also like this. So in this way, we can find out the basis of orthogonal complement. So thank you. Have a nice day.